That was close. I almost stepped on him. What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome, and if you're an old moldy Mick like that one, welcome back. Today we are out in the hills detecting at the Wombat Mine. The Wombat Mine is a video that I did a little while ago. I'll link that up here. It's worth a watch. And we are out with two brand new metal detectors to give you guys a little bit of our first impressions and what we think of them, and hopefully we're going to find some gold ore. I am running the Nocta Macro Gold Cruiser, which I think might give the Gold Monster a run for its money. And Mick is running the Gold Tracker MD20, or the Falcon as it's known, which is super sensitive to tiny gold, as we've discovered. We've got pyrite, gold, and black sand, and this is what that machine can do. And that has already allowed Mick to pick up several rocks off the ground and crush them and find gold. So we're really hoping that in this old mine where we've already pulled out gold-bearing ore, we're going to be able to hit a little vein. Into the scary hole where I got chased by a gremlin. Come on, legs, get up. Mick, either I've got bigger or this hole's got smaller. Yeah. Oh, it's just so spacious in here. Mick has found something that makes his machine go wow, wow, wow. The thing about coming into old mines like this is you've just got to hedge your bets. You've got to check everything, because the old guys followed the really obvious seams of ore, and they often left really small shoots of gold off to all different directions, and we've found that in this mine before. This is where we took ore from before, and that is the gold noise. It's got kind of a nicer, sharper signal. And that was right where we took some of that ore too, eh? Yeah, spot on. Mick's just got the hard job now of trying to get that ore out with nothing but his pick. Well, it's no longer up in the wall, we don't think. Which means it should be in the scoop. So I'm going to leave it into it, head back outside and hunt some mullock piles. I've got a little target just here, finally, after about half an hour of swinging. Move this rock out of the way, eh? Alright. Not steel, not according to the magnet on the bottom of the pick. So I reckon it is a bit of steel. Yep. I just missed it with the pick. Ha! Bugger. Zaggy, you are standing right where the target is. I've got a nice target here. Have a listen to this. Beautiful. Now the one thing about the Cruiser over the Gold Monster that I like is it comes with a target ID, which means it's easy to narrow down specifically what it is, whether it be aluminium, copper, lead. They all have different numbers, and this just gives you an extra tool to make sure you're not digging heaps of junk. I don't think this is steel with the numbers that are coming up, and also sounds a lot different. Bro! Yeah, let's just throw the new machine down the hill. Let's do that. That looks like something to do with blasting. Mick and I found heaps of this stuff up here. It's like copper tubing with soot and charcoal in the middle of it, and we feel like they're part of blasting caps. Not 100% sure. Not gold, but pretty cool. Oh, it's hard to state just how steep this country is. Look, it's a wild Mick. Ooh. The other sweet thing that the Gold Cruiser has been equipped with is a pinpoint mode. You hold down the pinpoint button just here. Yeah, it screams its head off and it tells you where to dig. it's in the leaf litter, it's going to be junk. For sure. It's more of that blasting cap, the exact same stuff. I know this is a bit of steel. I know it's a bit of steel. Sounds like a bit of steel. Haha! Yes. Steel. Mitch, you look like you're ultrasounding a pregnant boulder for a baby. Ooh! Would not fancy falling down there. Would not fancy that at all. So, just like the Gold Monster, the Macro Gold Cruiser is a VLF machine. It runs at 62 kilohertz, unlike the Gold Monster's 45, which means it should be a little bit more responsive to the small Gold. But unlike the Gold Monster, it comes with a constant threshold. So the Gold Monster has been designed more like a coin machine. No noise unless it's over a target. These machines, the cruisers with a threshold, will tell you if a tiny target's there, even if it's not strong enough to register a target ID on the screen. This means that it's a little bit more sensitive to small targets. Because it's a constant threshold, there are a lot more settings than what you'll get on the Gold Monster, and it takes a little bit more practice to get used to tuning your machine in to the area that you are. It's not exactly a complete point and shoot, although it is pretty damn close. So, what does that all mean for you? Well, if you're in the market for an entry-level gold detector that will work, that's the same price as the Gold Monster, this comes with wireless headphones, 2 coils, but it also comes with the ability for you to learn how to tune in a machine, so when you finally get to the stage of wanting to buy an SDC, a 5000 or a 7000, you'll already have the experience of using a threshold detector, which is vastly different from the Gold Monster. And only time is going to tell whether or not this can be used in the same sort of way as the Gold Monster that I've been doing on this channel for a while now. And so far today, that's a hot rock, I reckon. It has performed excellent. And not that it matters here, where there's absolutely no water, but this is fully waterproof. So you can get the Gold Monster wet in a rainstorm, but you can fully submerge the cruiser down to 5 meters, which I think is pretty handy if you're someone like me who works creeks. Now, how do I, yeah, steep. I am just working a small section of this mullock pile by pulling back the dirt and revealing more and more targets. Got a nice signal in my scoop. It's erratic, and erratic signals usually are because they're small targets. Now in all likelihood, small target is going to be a bit of spalding, but it could be a small specimen. Yeah. A small, tiny piece of spalding. Already this machine is proving it can find very small targets. Look at that. I am absolutely starting to love the stumpy pick with the magnet encased in the bottom of the handle. It saves so much time with iron. It is unreal. Target IDs around 50 are things like copper, lead and gold. So probably another bit of lead, but you never know. Yep, there we go. Another, oh no, I dropped it. Another bit of that lead. I just got hit in the fields. This is the first time I'm out detecting since Grizzly passed. The last time he was up here I was having a ball. Still got his lead. Can't take his lead off my pack yet. I found myself walking up the hill holding it, rubbing it, because I don't know, I just found myself doing it. Look, a very wild mick. An interesting signal just here. And it's bouncing between 40 and 50. So we know it's not a bit of steel. Hopefully that's a bit of gold. Somewhere I can get this again if I need to. Yeah. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, bit of lead. Bugger. So far, Mick and I have found heaps of junk. It's the name of detecting. You never know what you're going to find. More often than not, it's bullet casings, bullets, bits of steel, bits of lead, bits of just junk that people have left lying around. Probably didn't even notice that they lost, and not gold. But that right there is why when you find a piece of gold, it's so good. Maybe we should go uphill a bit more. I've got a jumpy sporadic signal here. So it's probably a rusted piece of steel, but we'll still dig it out. Sometimes they're on the top. Not in this case. I mean, I've got a perfectly good pick, but why not use the detecting shovel I found in the bush? I will find that signal again. It's in there somewhere. Right. Maybe I won't. Maybe I've lost it forever. Alright, I refound it down here. I'll just check it's not a rusted bit of steel. Doesn't look like a rusted bit of steel. Cool. Alright, scoop. There we go. Ah. Someone had a really bad time with a 22 round. Look at that. It's completely exploded. I have a tiny little signal here. I just scraped it off the top with my boot. So that's not very big. Oh, come on, gold. Detector, sit. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, first scoop. I love getting that first scoop. Yeah, it's the very, very tip of a nail. Just check out how small of a target this machine is finding. That is pretty damn cool if you ask me. I've got this rock here. Now that rock is not a piece of quartz, it's just a piece of country rock or host bed rock, but it's giving me a nice jumpy signal. And the detector's saying gold range. So when you get hot rocks like this that are country rock with no quartz in them, and you get nice signals, don't just discard them as hot rocks. Take them home and crush them. You never know what will be inside these ones. And not 2 seconds later, Yeah, alright, let's find out what that is. Thing to do. Typical fashion, I've lost it. I will re-find you. 20 times the charm. It's a bit of lead. Yeah. Well, Mick and I have been detecting now for several hours, and we've dug a lot of junk and not a single gold target out in the field. We are pretty confident, however, the Falcon did pick up a nice piece of gold sitting in that ore body. Mick will get that crushed up and I'll put up the results right now. But this is the nature of detecting. You're not always going to hit gold. You've got to put in a lot of hours most of the time before you find it. And it's usually not the machine that finds the gold for you. It's your research and getting into the location that actually has the gold. If you would like to know more about what detector to choose if you're looking at buying your first one, I've left a podcast link in the description below where I cover everything you need to know about that subject. As for the Macro Gold Cruiser, I am suitably impressed. I mean, it held its own with the gold monster. We were getting target for target. We're getting small pieces. The threshold was easy to understand and it was pretty responsive. Only time will tell, with a little bit more experience, a little bit more getting to know the machine, whether or not I like it. The true question is going to be, can we use it on a regular basis to hunt pieces of gold? So if you like this video, chances are you'll like a heap of the other videos that I've got up on my channel, over 360 of them on gold prospecting, metal detecting, and treasure hunting. Like that smash button if that is something you're into. Give this video a share with your friends so you can spread the gold fever. Importantly, scratch your dog behind the ear for me and give it a good one. Peace. And I'm out.